Rabbi Isai. Today, Sunday, Be'ezer Hashem, flying to Chicago. We're giving one more shir at 4 p.m. and then straight to the airport in Hebrew. I want to start the shir off. I was going to only show this, and then I gave in to the type of reading an email, but Moti Belsky is working hard on this, a website where you could put in your resume for Shidduchim. It's to help Shidduchim. Put in your resume, and with AI, it will make the best match, and then a shadchan will read it. So check it out, mdydaf.com//shidduch. Check it out. Upload resumes, as many as you want. The more, the better, so we can get this thing going, and we can make an impact. We want to make an impact. It's free, obviously. Rabbi Isai, the Sefer Torah, Eli Stefansky Grift sponsors specific pesukim with powerful messages. These are the people that took Meir Sturm and Asadi L'chol, Zarecho Acharecho, Eseretz Migurecho. Mikal Amino, Vayitin L'chol, Likim Etal Shomayim, Ushmani Oretz, Chaim Zwebner, Yoyma Ani, Avikol Tuvi Al Ponecho, V'Korosi B'Shem Hashem L'Ponecho, V'Chanoisis Asher Choin, V'Richamtis Asher Arche. Avi said, Koei, that's one of the most expensive psukim. L'chvoid Avi, I think we should all do it together. Koei Tasu Layoim. By Benji Silverstein. Good morning, my name is Benji Silverstein from North Miami Beach, Florida. Being a part of MU has truly changed my life, as it has for so many others. I do not typically reach out via email, but I felt inspired to do so today. I was always hesitant to start Daf Yomi because I didn't think I could maintain the consistency or fully comprehend the material. Baruch Hashem, your style of sheer engagement and encouragement makes it both achievable and enjoyable. Learning has never come easily to me. Completing each Masechta is a major milestone. I've learned a great deal through Masechtas Menachas and Chullin, and I hope to continue until I eventually make a siyum on Shas. Your current trip, he's talking about Austria, looks incredible, and I appreciate the videos showcasing Hashem's creations. On a lighter note, I would suggest bringing Nachman Seltzer on future trips, just in case you lose your place in the Daf. It appears you finished Daf Samach Gimel Amud Beis on Thursday at Tana Reb Meir, about 17 lines from the bottom, but began Friday's year at Omar Rabbi Yitzchak, which inadvertently skipped 8 lines. Please see the attached reference. I got the email. I think we made up for that, but it was a daily occurrence. It wasn't a one-time thing.
Yeah.
No, we might be going to Brazil.
Okay. Yeah,
at the fly in.
It's a business expense.
It's a business expense. Or you can watch live. And thank you for everything you do with the community and all the clients from Hashem. Bench you and your family's strength to continue encouraging the world and bringing Torah and learning people's lives every day. Best regards, Benji Silverstein. Talking about Austria, so Shmuel Kleiner, Sam Kleiner came, even though he usually goes on a different trip, which he did. The second week he went, but he wanted to be with us for Shabbos. It was amazing. He got up there. I said this, I'll say it again. Here's the email. Let me read a little bit and then I'll tell you what he said. It has his email in there. We'll take it out. Shalom Aleichem, Rabbi. Well, you could reach out to him. He does glasses. He sells glasses for a living. Huh?
Good price.
Yeah, good price. There's a MDY discount if you buy 300-400 pairs of glasses, because that's what he does. He doesn't sell single. I would like to express my deepest hakaras hatoiv. Shalom Aleichem, Moir V'Rabbi Rebel Shlita. I would like to express my deepest hakaras hatoiv for the past 3 years, during which I have been zoicha to learn Daf Yomi through the Rav's daily shiurim. He grew up in what he calls Bnei Brak Heights, also known as Bnei Brak. These 3 years have been a constant source of Torah, chizuk, inspiration, and simcha for me. When I chose this gift, the wine expert explained that this particular bottle was aged in an oak barrel for 3 years until it reached, I'm just laughing. Okay, it was a great bottle, but I gifted it back to him. Like, I drank a bunch, but I could only drink a certain amount, and then we shared the rest. When I chose this gift, the wine expert said, immediately I thought of the 3 years that have been zoicha to learn from the Rav. Just as fine wine becomes richer and more refined with time, so too I've been zoich over these past 3 years to grow through the Rav's Torah, remarkable clarity of the shiurim, the consistency, and the many Kabbalah's Tovas I've taken upon myself, including Shnai Mikra Vechel Targum and more, all inspired by the Rav. just as this wine. So anyways, he gets up there in front of everybody. We had the room with MDY people, and got up, he says, I'm in my 50s, but I'm only 3 years old today. I count my life as it started when I started the daf with you. 3 years old. He said it as I don't think there's a dry eye in the room. Zok the Gemara, the email, may Hashem grant the Rav continue good health, Arichs Yomim, B'shanim, Koyach, Simcha, and abundance, Siyata, the Shemai, the Kethinas, incredible, Abbatz's Torah, inspiring thousands of Yidden, bringing them closer to Torah for many years to come. Thank you for everything. I forgot to send you that email. I don't even know which one it was. You told me to send me an email. What was it? May Hashem bench the Rav and his family continue bracha, tzlocha, and only symbols of how I appreciate and deepest respect. Shmulik Kleiner, Brooklyn, New York. Good Shabbos. The Masechta, the official edition Masechta, Zevin Yal Sholof, the Perek, Reuven Harrison, with much gratitude to Reb Eli and the whole MDY team. Daf Pei, Yisrael Schwartz, with gratitude to my wife Shani Admeh Vesim Shana for support and encouragement. Happy birthday, Daf Pei. David Salman sponsoring the Masechta. David Salman dedicated in memory of Avri Mari, Reb Shmuel Baruch Ben Reb Chaim Tzvi Dovis Shulchan Aruch. The Politic Family Foundation, may our Limud Torah during the 9 days bring us closer to the Yemei Geula V'Simcha. Anonymous, Hatzlacha Baruchnis Ubigashmis, and thank you to Chief Benny Shmuel and Ahova Schuster for continuing Hatzlacha and Nachas from our children. Anonymous, for complete refuah Shlema and Arichas Yom to Leah Bas Esther. By Chaim and Leah Levi in honor of the MDY family. Anonymous, for my birthday and as Chus, for Hatzlacha my family Baruchni Ubigashmi. Ari Simon refuah Shlema of Imari Baruch Ben Miriam. The Tzvi's refuah Shlema to Rivka Naomi Bas Elisheva Batya. The Matzi MDY firefighters, Lina Nishmas, our unforgettable chief, Chaim Gabriel Ben Ari Yoel Jacobson, Zechron Levracha. The Spanish here, big refuah Shlema to a close friend, Naftali Harris Ben Chaya Pestia, Anaz Eschus Yitzchak, Mino Hadas, Batya, Ben Bas, Malka Yuta, and finally there's Zivug, and all in need. Howard and Deborah Reese is a daily sponsor in memory of Ida Mo Yafi, Aleim Shalom, Moshe Ben David Hirsch, and Hinda Dovsha Bas Chaim. MDY Art for the month, L'Refuah Shlema, Mordechai Ben Esther, L'Refuah Hayelet Daniel Zev Ben Ayelet Esther. Boisai, I don't know if you were here last night, but because it got very late and I didn't want to hold the Israelis up outside past 11 o'clock. Anyway, as is, we got home about 12:30 a.m., so we had to stop Shir on top of Ayin Tesam Beis. So we're a full Amud behind. That's why I'm here on time today. And that's why I'm rushing through these emails. 7 minutes in, Baruch Hashem. Okay. Taner Rabbanan. We're going to go back a couple lines just to get the sugya. Very gishmaki stuff today. Ayin Tesam Beis on top. Taner Rabbanan, Oisoi vezbenoi, noig, bikilayim, ubekoi. Oisoi vezbenoi. Oisoi vezbenoi is the Isser that we discussed the other day to shecht certainly a mother and her offspring on the same day, a mother and her daughter, a mother and her son. And we had a machlokes if it also applies to a father and a son, a father and a daughter. On the one hand, the Torah says oisoi, which refers to the father. On the other hand, it says that the karach achra of its benoi, so there's a connection. And animals, the mother has a connection with her offspring, but the father does not. Right? Well, it's not so much the human aspect of it, the animal aspect of it. The dedication that a mother naturally has for her offspring, benoi. So it's noyeg bikilayim u'bekoi. So when you think about it, what are the differences between, that we know of right now, the difference between a behema and a chaya? What's the difference? Halachically, you have chelev, you have kisui adam, covering the blood, only by a chaya, not by a behema, and oisoi ves benoi. It doesn't apply to a chaya. So when you have this case right over here on the screen, kilayim, which is you take a goat and a sheep and something else comes out, they're both behemoths. So either way you look at it, there's a isser of oisei ves benoi. The chiddush is when it comes to a kai. And that's another story we're going to learn today. What is a kai? A kai could be maybe a wildebeest. It could be a buffalo. The Gemara talks about maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But the way we're understanding it at this point, according to this man Amar, it's actually something that's created today. It's not its own species. It's you take a chaya, a deer, and you take a behema, and now comes this guy in the middle called a koi, kvi. What's the difference between this and this? A big difference. When you have two behemoths, so then the offspring is a behema, 100% genetically behema. Over here you have a problem that 50% of it is actually a chaya. And on a chaya, there is no isser of oisev es benoi. So, Rebbe Lezer Oimer, Klayim abominei is min ha-rochel, oisev es benoi noig boy. The Tanna Kama says there is oisev es benoi by a koi. Says Rebbe Lezer, no, I disagree. When is there oisev es benoi? By kilayim. When you take a goat and a sheep and you put them together. But when you take a chaya and a behema and you put them together, koi ein oisev es benoi noig boy. Okay? Now, let's talk about a koi. There's two possibilities. Even in this man, the Omar, that it's one of the parents is a chaya, but it doesn't say which one. Maybe the mother is a chaya, or maybe the father is a chaya. And there's a huge difference, huge. Because when the mother is the chaya, so you know who the mother is, and we definitely go with the mother. We have a big question, that's part of today's sugya, a big part of today's sugya. Do we care about the father at all? Maybe yes, maybe not. But one thing for sure, we definitely care about the mother. And if the mother's a chaya, problematic. Omer Rav Chisda, Eizu koi shenechliku boi Rebbe Eliezer v'chachamim. What koi are we talking about? Zeh haba min hatayish u'min hatzviya. When the mother is a chaya, like this picture right over here, the father is a goat, the mother is a chaya. Zeh haba min hatayish u'min hatzviya. Hey chidami, the Gemara goes through it. Ileima, b'tayish haba hatzviya, if it's this case right over here, v'yolda, v'kos shachet la v'livra, if you shecht the mother, and so don't even look in the Gemara. Look at this picture right over here. You shecht the mother, who's a deer, and the son, who's a koi. Chayiv or not chayiv? Anoisev is benoi. What not chayiv? Because the mother is a chaya. She's 100% the chaya. And you cannot be over on one, even if one out of the two is a chaya, you can't be over on oisev benoi. Oisev is only by a behema. If the mother is 100% a chaya, so what if the child, if the fetus, the offspring is 50% a behema, but the mother is a chaya? So in this, it can't be this case. Why? So over here, when the mother is a tzvi, the mother is a chaya, you're not over and oisev benoi. Ella b'tzvi habalat yasha. This case right over here. The father is a deer, and the mother is 100% the behema. V'yolda, and she had an offspring. Now you shecht her, a behema, with a 50% behema. Here's the question. But wait a minute. But in this case, l'chayr should be chayav for oisev is benoi. Why? So at this point of the Gemara, and that's the discussion where that's a big sugya. And the sugya is does it have to be 100% a sheep or even 50% a sheep? We're going to see there's a man Omar that says, which is Rebbe Eliezer, who says that 50% is 0%. You have to be a thoroughbred. You have to be a 100%er. If you're a 75% sheep or 50% sheep, you're nothing. You're not a sheep. But at this point, Hakol Moedim Bihiti Yasho, but not Tzvi, if she's a behema and her Ubna Tzvi Shechayev. Why? Because her son is 50% a tayish, a goat, 50% a behema. Sev Rachmanu B'noi Kaldu. So says the Gemara, Lo'ilam b'tayish habal tzviya. No, we're talking about the first case, that the mother is a chaya. and the father is a behema. V'yolda bas, ubas yolda ben. Here, not this case. They had offspring, and that offspring had offspring. Oh, v'kashachet love livra. What was the whole problem? The whole problem was that you shechted the one on the right, the top right, and she is 100% a deer. And 100% deer, you can't be over at 100% deer. One out of the two is a chaya, there's no ways of his benoy. No, you didn't shech the chaya. You shechted the offspring with the offspring. The offspring is not 100% chaya, the offspring is 50% chaya. And the einikel is whatever, 100% like her mother, I don't know what. So now you didn't shech the 100% chaya. When are you not over and I when one of them is 100% a chaya? We thought, without the baby in the bottom, we thought that we shechted the tzvi on the top right and her daughter. But the tzvi is a chaya. You can't do oisav benoy when one of them is a chaya. The answer is no. We didn't shech the chaya. We shechted the daughter of the chaya. The one that's 50%. We shechted her. Shechted her and him. So Meila, that was the shayla.
Why is it make a difference who the husband of the boss is? If that was a tzvi, then it would be 3/4 of chaya.
Okay, but there's a part behem in there. There's a little part of behem, and that's all we care about. The Gemara said, "Sell b'nai marachman." Sorry, what does the Gemara say over there? Sell b'nai kaldu. Even a mashu, even if 15%, the 25%, like you're saying, behema, that's enough for it to be over. No, it's b'nai. So I have to be concerned for the father, and who's the father? A boy say Mendi, who's the father in this case? A behema. So since there's a behema in the bas, so we have Oisev is Benoy here. And I don't care how much behema is in the bas, even 50%, that's enough to be chayev and Oisev is Benoy. At this point, the Gemara says, Rebbe Lezer holds, I don't care at all about the father. Garnished. Father, I disregard him completely. Oh. So over here he says this Yesod, and we have to remember this Yesod, that according to Rebbe Lezer, we stick with this. According to Rebbe Lezer, I do not say Miksa says, I don't say that 50% sheep is a sheep. In other words, according to Rebbe Eliezer, 50% sheep is equal, what? 0. 50% is 0. So if I have, like in this case, I have a bas that she's 50% goat, 50% deer, she's 100% deer. Because all I care about is the mother, and the mother's a deer. I don't care about the father. I said this joke on in the Hebrew shir. A couple of people left because they don't know Yiddish so well. But a guy came back to me. He says the whole Shabbos he was much excited about the jokes. I said, "L'chvaydai, it's your son-in-law. It's his fault." Now, a woman asked her husband, "Is it true that sheep don't have any brains? They don't have any seichel?" So he said, "Sheifela, it's true. It's true, Sheifela." Zog the Gemara. Do you understand why he would say something like this? Your son-in-law. He says, oh, sorry.
Nope.
Ask the Gemara. Bomb question. Why are you giving me a whole machlekes in this case over here of a koi? It's a far-fetched. There's not a single person in this room that ever saw a koi in his life, I think, unless the koi is those animals in the safari that the Gemara is going to discuss later. But this kind of koi, who's ever seen one? A hybrid of a deer and a goat? And you're going into a whole machlekes. Do I care about the father? Do I not care about the father? I have a bomb machlekes, a real machlekes that's negeh to us on a daily basis. Can I shecht a father bull and his son in the shlachtos today, every day on Sunday? They do shchitas every day. Do I have to be concerned about a father and a son? Do I care about the father? Or we disregard the father? That would be a more important machlekes. So the Gemara, I would think that by a koi, I have to talk about the koi story. Why? Because by the koi, I would think, I would think there's no Isra at all. I think that usually Rabbanan do care about the father, but in this case, no, I need a real seh, 100% bread. So that's why we said the machlekes by a kai and not by the regular case of Oisav Benai. Now, the Gemara jumps into another case. We know there's a chiyuv of kisui adam. What's kisui adam? Interesting. We probably saw it. If anybody ever did kaparas, you get to see it by kaparas, but that's about it. And that is that, you see he's pouring the dirt because he's supposed to have dirt on the bottom also. You can't just pour it on marble. This might be a koi actually. Gemara talks about this. Kudu, so maybe kudu is a koi. Kudu! Koi has two of the
אשר קדשנו מצווי סוב וציוונו על השחיתו. ברוך אתה השם אלוקינו מלך העולם אשר קדשנו מצווי סוב וציוונו על כיסוי דם בעופר.
Did you believe this thing like 5 years ago? 5 years ago. Well, it's not. Now, Rabbi say again, let's do this chazara. Who do you do that for? Who do you cover the blood? Only of a chaya. But you never do it for a cow, for a sheep, or a goat. So now I have a koi, and the koi is a combination of two things, of a chaya and a goat. On the tzad, on the 50% tzad that it's a chaya, I have to do kisei adam. On the 50% that it's a goat, I don't do kisei adam. So what do I do on Yantif? To do kisei adam would be aser. Stam. To cover a cow's blood on Yantif it's aser. So it says, you shouldn't shech on Yantif. In other words, we have a suffix. Remember that. It's a suffix. There's no vada here. I don't know what to do. Don't shecht on Yantif. And if you went ahead and you shechted, you didn't listen, you don't do kisei adam. Then I ask, what's the case? If the mother is a chaya, so think about it for a second. If the mother is a chaya, should you do kisei adam or not? You know 100%. I don't care about the father so much. I know the mother is a chaya. Do you do kisei adam? You should do kisei adam. Why? Tzvi v'afilu mixas tzvi. Even it's 100, it's 50% for sure. There's no question. It's 50%. We know who the mother is. 50% of the deer. Elo b'tzvi habalat yosha. No, the mother is a behema. The father is a chaya v'yolda. Either Rabbanon. What do Rabbanon say? Choishesh l'zerav. I'm always concerned. I don't know, but I have to be concerned about the father. So the father is a deer. So lishma v'lchasi, just on the tzad. Maybe he's a chaya, this animal. So it's a mix of tzvi. Choshin l'zerav. It's a little bit of a tzvi. Let's go do kisei adam. Either Rebbe Lezer lishchoit v'lo lekasi. Rebbe Lezer says I'm not concerned about a father at all. 50% father is 0%. Zero. It's nothing. So the Gemara lo mitzvi haba alat yasha. We're talking. Yes, we are talking about that the mother is a goat. V'rabbanan sefukim sapkilu ichoshin l'zerav. So new thing. And we're going to stick with this. Not only going to stick with this, we're going to say everybody holds this. Now what? We don't know if I'm concerned about the father or not. It's a suffix if I am concerned about the father. So what do we have here again? The father is a deer. But I don't know if I should be concerned about a father or not. It's Yantif now. Should I be Mechal Yantif on the tzad that maybe I have to be concerned about the father? It's only 50%. It's a suffix. On a suffix, I'm not going to be Mechal Yantif. It is.
Do you have to do the kisui on the spot? Can you wait till after Yantif to do the kisui adam?
No, I don't think so. It's already dried up. It's already dried. Dry blood. This idea that I'm not, that should I be concerned about the father is a suffix. I say, I'm machmir, I say, let's be concerned about the father, but not to the point where I should be mechal yantiv. Okay, so what's the obvious thing, the conclusion, l'chayra? We have a machlokes between Rabbanan and Rebbe Lezer. Rabbanan say, I have a suffix, if I should be choishish for the father or not. And Rebbe Lezer argues, he says, it's not a suffix. It's vade what? Ein choshishim. I don't care. Because Rebbe Lezer and Rabbanan can't say the same thing. Or the Rabbanan misapkul Rebbe Lezer pshitalei. Rabbanan say it's a suffix if I care about the father. And Rabbanan say, I know for sure that I don't care about the father. The problem is we have another halacha. V'adasanya hazroya v'locha'ayim v'akeva. I showed you the picture of me giving Rebbe Yedidya. I'm showing you something else. A little different. This is what you have to give a kohen. These three parts. The jaw, the foreleg, and the stomach. Noyagim bekoi. Now, this halacha of matanis is only by a behema, not by a chay. It's another thing. Oh, you should have said that on the thing. We have. Yeah, okay, but it's the difference between a behema and a chay. You have chaylev, you have kisi adam, oises benoi, and now we have another one. Matanis. Matanis you don't give a kohen from a chaya. So now we have again the same question, same idea. We have a kohen. He's 50% chaya, he's 50% behema. What do I do with the jaw, with the foreleg, and the keva? Do I give it to the kohen or not? There's a little bit of a trick, not a trick, there's something different. What's different? When it comes to mumminess, you tell the kohen, I don't know if I have to give it to you. I don't know what the halacha is, but it's a 50-50. If you could prove to me what this animal is, what my chiyuv is, what the halacha is, then here, take it. But until you can prove it, you don't have it.
What are you going to do with it otherwise?
I'm not going to give it.
What are you going to do with it? Let's say, can you eat it yourself? I don't know. Why don't you give it away? You have to give it away now.
Well, I want to say shalom aleichem to a very chashuv guest. What's your name?
Eli Brigger.
From Lakewood. And you've been with us for how long?
Dropped more than 2 years.
2 years. How old are you?
15.
From 13. Wow. Like 700 daf. What do you say about it in yeshiva? Yeshiva doesn't watch, don't worry about it. What?
I'm a truck driver.
Really? Wow. Mamash l'shma, you hear this? Where's the father? Oh. No, what are you, Taina?
Sure nachas.
Nachas. But he swims against the stream to learn Torah.
That means he's alive.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yivaldik, okay, wow.
Truck driver.
Truck driver that learned 700 daf. It's jealousy. Jealous. Remember, they're jealous. All right, but you do well in Niyun. You're okay in Niyun? Good, good. And it helps, no? You study this and you're in Musagim and... Okay. Wow. What? See you in the 9 days?
I don't know if he invites his friends to see him in the 9 days.
They like truck drivers in the 9 days. Okay. It hurts. It hurts. We had a guy here yesterday. Also, your son-in-law told me that he met somebody. The son was begging to learn. That fuss says no, you can't learn it. You can't learn. But he said, the kid wants to learn it, so he's a teenager. This is what he wants to learn. Halavai should have these stars. I mean, kids want to learn. And
this is his rebellion.
Not that learning.
This is his kid's rebellion.
Yeah, right. That's his rebellion, exactly. From Beitar. You know the guy from Beitar that doesn't let his kid? I don't know, I'm just cocking, but he lives in Beitar.
Obviously.
Rebbe Lezer Oimer. Obviously. Rebbe Lezer Oimer, listen to this. We're almost on today's daf. Our boy said, don't worry about it. Oh, I was looking. I said, we're only 7 minutes in. I'm looking at the clock. It says 7:08. I'm like, seriously, I was looking at the wrong clock. Okay, we're half hour in. Fine. The base is short, but I don't know if we'll get there. If the father is, sorry, the father and mother are both behemoths, so of course you have to give matanis, because either way you look at it, the father is, this animal is a behemoth. One way here, father and mother are behema, one is a goat, one is a sheep, it's 100% a behema, chayiv and matanis. Minakoi, same thing like I said on the beginning of the Amid, Minakoi, Potim and Matanos, but when this is a mixture of a chaya and a behema, then you potter from matanas. Why? Because on the tzad that it's a chaya, you potter. Says Gemara b'Maiskinon. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? If we're talking about a goat with a deer, the deer is the mother, the chaya is the mother, v'yolda. Bishlam is a potter kasavaseh. On that we know, and then we're staying with that. Realizer holds that what? It cannot be 50% in order to be chayiv. It has to be 100% to be chayiv. And since the mother is a deer, you potter. No, sorry. Yes. No. Oh yeah, chayiv, zerel chayiv. We're in matanas. So since the mother is a deer, and the deer is potter for matanas, potter, 50%. Now, feeling this is learning. El Rabbanon say you are chayiv on 50%. Need the kosarvi sev. I feel makes us say bishlam palga. The half of the mother of the tzvi part, the chaya part. So don't give half. Idach palga lemelei. I say right. The choshen zera v'shkoil. So in that case, bring a raya that I care about the father, and the father is a behema. And if you can prove to me I care about a father, then you'll get 50%. Ella b'tzvi abalat yasha. But when the mother is a behema v'yolda, so now there's 50% that you definitely have to give. Because I know what the mother is, and the mother is a behema. I have to give at least the 50% of the mother. If I'm not choishish l'zerav, you hear the gevaldige kasha, or boy say, and this is a tremendous proof. And the Gemara sticks with this proof. If I don't care about the father according to Rebbe Lezer at all, zero. So what's the mother? A behema. And a behema you have to give 100% matanis. You have to give, if it's a behema, then I have to give all the jaw, the foreleg, everything to the kohen. The only way to get out of it is if I care about the father, and the father's a chay and a chay, there's no matanis. But I don't care about the father. So why don't they give 100? Listen to this. We're talking about the father's chayo. Oh, so we said if the father's a chayo, you should have to give 100% of the matanis.
The father's a chaya.
Father's a chayo. I don't care about the father. Right? This is also not sure. He's also not sure. So you know what the problem is? If Rebbe Lezer is not sure and Chacham are not sure, so where's the machlokes? They both argue. I've never seen a machlokes that everybody agrees to each other. Chacham say, I care, I'm not sure, but I have to be concerned about the father. And Rebbe Lezer says, I'm not sure, I have to be concerned about the father. They say the identical thing. So where's the machlokes? So that gives us a whole nother sugya for Daf Pei Amud Aleph. Even the Rabbanim Savkul, Rebbe Lezer this is machlokes. Both of them are a suffix. But my prigi, Daf Pei Amud Aleph. Sponsored by Benny's Meat. We're
only 9 minutes into the shir.
We're 33 minutes into the shir. You know that when I'm in America, shiurim go like there's nobody tells me when to stop, so I just go. The machlokes is exactly that nikuda. Is 50% sheep 100% sheep or 0%? It's not. If I know that this sheep, you have a kid that his father's Sephardi, his mother's Ashkenazi. What is he? 100% Sephardi, or like stam a mixed bread or something? Like what is it? 100% Sephardi. Depends for what? Depends for what? But that's the shayla. That's the shayla. The seh vafilu mixaseh. Rabbanan Savri seh vafilu mixaseh. If 50% is a sheep, then it's 100%, and that applies also to chaya. 50% chaya, you're a chaya. There's a savas seh v'lo mixaseh. Rebbe Lezer holds no, and this we're going to be consistent with this for the rest of the day. The what? Lezer holds if something is 50%, 50% equals 0. Omer Papa. Hilkach. Here. In this case, what do we have here? I'll just show you. The mother is a deer, the father is a goat. Okay? So in this case, let me get out of here. Why is that in there? I don't know, there's a picture that okay. Thank you. You moved it? It moved itself?
No, I moved it now. I don't know.
Right, whatever. When it comes to Kisei Adam, the mother is a deer. So the offspring is 50-50. 50% deer, 50% goat. Now, what happens with the Kisei Adam? The mother's a deer, 50% deer. And let's think about this. 50% according to Chachamim is enough. According to Rebbe Lezer, 50% is zero. So what happens? According to Chachamim, since the mother is a deer, 50%. So the baby is 50%. 50% is enough. So you chayv in Kisei Adam on Yontif. On Yontif. According to Rebbe Lezer, you completely potter. But wait a minute. We said it's a suffix if you should do Kisei Adam or not. So maybe it can't be this case. On Yontif, what do you do on Yontif? Do you do Kisei Adam or not? Hilkoch, le'inyan Kisei Adam u'matanis le'mishkachas le'elu b'tzvi habo alat yosho. Why? It can only be in the reverse case. When the father is a deer. Because when the mother is a deer, the Chacham wouldn't say it's a suffix. 50% deer, the mother is 50% deer, is 100% deer. Yechayev. They say on Yontif, you shouldn't do Kisei Adam. It's a suffix. I don't know what to do. Why do they say it's a suffix? Why do they say I don't know? If the mother's a deer, it's 100%. It's not even a shaila. And according to Rebbe Lezer, it's not a shaila. It's not a suffix. He also says it's a proud. Elamai, the father is a deer, and the mother is a goat. And on a goat, you don't do Kisei Adam. Elamai, I have to be concerned about the father. Both of them, Rebbe Lezer and Chachamim are choishish. I care about it. But guess what? According to Rebbe Lezer, I have to be concerned about the father. But that only makes it 50%. Even if I care about the father, it's how much? 50%. And 50% is 0% according to Rebbe Lezer. But according to Chum, that I care about the father, 50% is enough. And Memela what? It's a suffix if I should do. It's a suffix, because maybe I have to be concerned about the father, maybe not. On the tzad that I have to be concerned about the father, I have to do Kisei Adam. But maybe I don't care about a father, maybe the father is a garnished. So I do it misafik. It's misafik. But according to Rebbe Lezer, even if I know for a fact that the father's a deer, that only gives me 50%. The kai is only 50% deer. And on 50% equals 0. So therefore, potter. So the Gemara goes through these steps now.
Would you do it? In Hebrew, they would do it without a bracha on Shabbos?
No, that's why you don't do it at all. You don't do it. That's why you don't check a kai on Shabbos.
During the week, you do it without a bracha.
Yeah. You probably do it without a bracha. You're right. It's a good point. The only case is a deer, and I just explained it. A deer with a goat. The First of all, we have a concern. Do I care about the father on the right? That's tzvi. That's number one. And then they have the machlokes. After I care about it, once I decide, okay, I suffer if I care about it. And now what? So I care about it. So now at most, the koi is 50% deer, but also 50% goat. And a 50% is a nothing according to Rebbe Lezer. And according to Chacham, I have to be concerned about 50%. It's also about Matanis. About Matanis, the exact same thing. Here, let me show you Matanis. Check this out. Let's do Matanis. If the father is a deer, and you do not give Zerah L'chaim Keva for a deer, so what do? On the tzad, you see how Yoshi did it? This kai is 50-50. On the tzad that he's a deer, he's potter. On the tzad that he's a behema, he's chayiv. But according to Rebbe Lezer, let's think about it. According to Rebbe Lezer, I don't care about 50%. 0. MMA what?
Don't care.
The father is a tzvi. It should be chayiv. Should be chayiv. Let's see inside. Test. I had to change something else also. Okay. Where are we?
The Indian oisoi ve'espinoi.
L'inyan oisoi ve'espinoi. Mishkach lo b'beim tayi shabal atzvio. Oh, I jumped maybe. No. I have to do Matanis. So, if the mother is a goat, according to Rebbe Lezer, you'd be no. Choshishin l'zerav. Hold on, choshishin l'zerav. But it's only suffix. 1 minute. According to Chachamim, you would have to be okay. According to Chachamim, you'd be chayiv in half. That's why it's patan chayiv. You'd be chayiv in half. Half matanas. You have to give half matanas on the tzad of the mother. You don't give 100% matanas. You give 50% matanas on the tzad, on the mother's side. You for sure have to give 50%, according to Chachamim. 50%, maybe it's the father. Choshishin l'zerav. So you don't on the 50% you don't have to give, unless he can prove that what the halacha is. According to, I wrote Potter.
That's right. Because Eliezer is 0.
Oh, he changed it?
50-50 is 0.
It's not, half is nothing.
So half is nothing.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so I don't know what happened. Okay. Potter. According to Eliezer, since it's only 50% goat, it's 50% goat. It's good. Leave it in. Dave, leave it in. Go back. Yeah, according to Eliezer, since it's 50% goat, so 50% you don't have to give matanas. You need 100% goat in order to give matana. Great. Le'inyan oisev is benoi mishkachas lo bein b'tay shabal tzviya or bein b'tzviya abal atiyasha. Now, when it's oisev is benoi, let's go to oisev is benoi. Here we go. Oisev is benoi. The chiyuv is only on a behema, not on a chaya. So it doesn't matter what. See inside. Whether the father is a behema, or let's do the opposite. Whether the mother is a chaya, or whether the mother is a goat, a behema. If the mother is a chaya, what?
Whether the father is a goat and the mother is a goat.
Yeah. But I want to focus on the mother. You don't get malchus on this. Why? Because since there's no oisev is benoi on a mother, on just a chaya, right? On a chaya there's no oisev is benoi. Just what? Maybe I have to care about the father. The father is a goat, and there is oisev is benoi on a goat. But that's a suffix, says Rashi, or just easier to understand. I don't know if I could give him malchus. Maybe I don't care about the father. Maybe I do care about the father. I can give him malchus. Rashi doesn't say that. Rashi says a little bit deeper, a little bit earlier. He says it's a hasra suffix. We're not going to get into it. He says you can't even give hasra. You can't even warn somebody that you're going to get malchus because you don't know what to warn him. You don't know if the father counts or the father doesn't count. Okay, but it's asr. The Rabban Savri Dimul Choshishin L'Zerav. I have to be concerned about the father who's a goat. And they hold that 50% is 100%. I have to be concerned about a 50%er. And the father is a goat. Therefore, it's also to shecht. The father, the father and the offspring. But you can't give malchus. Even if you say that, so according to Rebbe, what would happen? Potter. It's not even, because even, what's the worst case scenario? That I care about the father? He's only 50% goat. 50% is 0. According to Rebbe, 50% is 0. Now you go to the next case, flip it. That the mother is the behema. And in a behema, there is a problem by Oisev benoi. Malchus. You do get malchus, check this out. Also, and you get malchus. But according to Rebbe Lezer, you don't get malchus. Why? The mother is 100% a behema. So just for that, you have to get, what about the father? So 50% is also okay. It's enough to get malchus. Why? If I don't care about the father at all, so this thing is 100% a behema and you're even oisev is benoi. This is a 100% a goat. Malchus leka, but on the tzad that there's a father leka dilu choshin zerav. He is. Both Rebbe Lezer and Chacham don't know what to do. Do I care about the father? I don't care about the father. But maybe there is a father here that's a chaya, and if there's a father a chaya, then you don't have 100% purebred behema. It's a 50, and 50 is 0 according to Rebbe Lezer. The choshin zerav is self. All right, Rabbi Isaac, take a breather now. Now we're going to go into interesting sugyas. What is a koi? And go through all sorts of animals, shmaka videos. Let me just see if I missed any video here. No. Okay. What is a koi? Amar Rav Yehuda koi bria b'fnei atzmihi. It's not this. It's not this that we were talking about the whole time. That the father is a chaya, the mother is a behema, or vice versa, and we have this massive animal, this interesting koi, kvi. That's how we learned in yeshiva. No. Why? Because Rabbi Yehuda holds that physically it's impossible for a chaya to get pregnant from a behema. It just doesn't work. You can't put them together. Yeah, it's interesting, Shiloh, to see how... Scientifically, yeah.
Chromosomes don't match up.
Whether the chromosomes match up or not, and could it be a viable offspring? But he holds that what? It's something. It's like one of these crazy animals in the safari, the wildebeest. It chooses its cut. It's a chaya. It's a behema. What is it? That's why we were sitting there. We didn't know what it was. A buffalo. It's something, but we don't know what. We do know. It's this wild goat. I just threw in a picture here just for L'Saber Sa'oizen. It's a little bit larger than a regular goat. It's a wild goat. You have it here in Eretz Yisrael. It's not an antelope. It's a wild goat. It's a massive goat. Ibex, like an ibex. Very good. That's a koi. It makes sense. It's not a goat, but it's like the next step up from a goat.
Mountain goat.
A mountain goat. Now you have a big problem. Mountain goat, exactly. You have a big problem here. If it's a goat, then it's a chaylev is aser. If it's a mountain goat and it's a chaya, then it's chaylev is mutter. Are you mechuyev in matanas of it's all sorts of things? Show me.
Says you can.
You cannot. A goat and a deer cannot produce an offspring.
Wow. See that?
Make sure he's not lying.
Rav Nachman Omar koi ze la bar ketanoi. So we have a koi tanoim geschmack stop. Koi ze la bar. V'yesh oimrim ze haba min atayshu min atzviyah. Some say it's this mountain goat, and some say no. It's when you take a deer and a goat, you put them together, and ChatGPT says it doesn't even work. It doesn't work. All okay, like Rav Yehuda. ChatGPT holds like Rav Yehuda. Rav Yehuda koi bria b'fnei atzmihi. It's its own breed. It could be a moose. It could be a buffalo. And Chacham they didn't come to any conclusions. We don't know. Look at a buffalo. One of the most dangerous animals, and in certain areas, it's the most dangerous animal in the safari. Without warning, comes, attacks you, kill. I have a video I'll show you soon. And we're going to have some repetition here. I'll prove to you, it's an animal. This is proof. When you could take, what's the difference between a chay and a behema? One of the big, can you domesticate, can you take wildebeest, can you take zebras and domesticate them? The answer is no. They're not domesticatable.
Very good. That's a good word. That's a good word. Very good. You just it's a wordable. It's very good.
They're not domesticatable. Why? Because that's the way that maybe one you could take and domesticate it in a circus. You can take a lion, but you can't take prides of lions and domesticate. You just that's a chaya. There's a ma'isa where some ger chasidim beat somebody up. So they go to the ger rebbe, and they told the ger rebbe, your chasidim are mamash chayas. They beat somebody up. So he said, yeah, but the chayas hakodesh. Chayas hakodesh. So they went to Reb Chaim Kanievsky, and he started being done. And he says, wait a minute. These are chasidim. Chasidim are adorim. So they're not chayas, they're behemoths. Careful what you say. You don't have any protest here from the ger chasidim. Just for the varts, ba'alma. Those guys, not yeah? Okay, fine. He started being done. Chayas, behemoth. Okay. Omer Reb Zeir, Omer Rav Stavra, Omer Rav Nuno. Hani easy the bolo shares the gabin's beach. These wild goats, these mountain goats, they're behemoths. You're allowed to bring it onto mizbeach. Check out the psukim. Very important to see this. So I say behema. When the Torah says a behema, it does not refer only to behemoths. It means all animals, even chayas. Why? The Torah says asher techeli you should eat shor ksavim izim. That's what we know. Cows, sheep, and goats. Those are the only behemoths. Then the pasuk says, I just made it red and blue because I didn't want to get into a lot of colors, but there's another 7. Ayol, utzvi, v'yachmur, v'akoi, v'dishon, usoy, v'zomer. We have no idea what these things are. Although, a lot of Svarim claim they know. For instance, zomer, many people say zomer is a giraffe. And usoi, they say it's a buffalo. But the Gemara is going to go through it. Maybe, I don't know what this, we're going to be discussing a lot the mountain goat. What is a mountain goat? Maybe it's one of these things in the pasuk that I don't know. Maybe it's the akoi. I don't know what akoi is, so maybe the Torah is talking about a mountain goat. In other words, so here's the knetch here. Maybe it's a mountain goat, and therefore a mountain goat doesn't belong in pasuk Daled, belongs in pasuk Hey. A big nafkamina. If you tell me a mountain goat is an A's, so it's a behema. So then it's chaylev is aser. Then you can bring it on the mizbeach. And this, that. But if you tell me that a mountain goat is an akoi, belongs in pasuk Hey, that's already a chayot. Chaylev is mutter, aser on the mizbeach, etc. Kisi adam, all the stuff. So it says, it's already 8, but it's okay. We have 9 minutes. Perfect. We can do this, and on the base, gewaldig. I'm kidding. So you can't do more than this. The honey and these mountain goats, these wild goats, since it's not in this pasuk, look, I don't see mountain goat over here. So obviously we're talking about that it is part of the pasuk, but it's included in izim. It's a goat, it's a mountain goat, so it's part of the behemoth, it's not the chayes. Wait a minute. Don't have trauma. It's 22 seconds. Now we're not even going to klal uprat to klal. That's how short the sugi is. We're only doing klal uprat. That's it. Maybe we have a klal and a prat. When the Torah says behema, it means all animals. And the Torah says ayol tzvi, I don't know. The Torah said a bunch. So Melo nasa klal musav ala prat. It's a prado klal. It tells you only these, and then it adds many more. Maybe the mountain goat is not included in the pasuk, but it's still a chaya, because the Torah is expanding. It's not only these 7, it's 8, 9, 10 also, including mountain goat, which is not in the pasuk. So you want to know that's not good. Then why did the Torah say 7? The Torah should have said 3, 5. Why 7? To tell you only these, and therefore the concept of prado klal flies out the window. Ask the Gemara, maybe this goat is a chaya, and it's the last word on the second to last line over here. You and I have no clue what akoi is. You know what akoi is? A mountain goat. Maybe it's the soy on the bottom line. Oi. Mina, the Zemer Ninu. Maybe Zemer, who told you Zemer is a giraffe? Maybe Zemer is a mountain goat. Zemer and giraffe don't sound even the same. Oh, this mountain goat, you're allowed to eat it, chaylev. That tells me what? That it is a chayo. Could I put it on? Is it a behema? So a lot of people say Sharabar is a buffalo. This not Sharabar min behemo. There's a machlokes, is it a behemo? Now anybody that went to the safari knows the kasha over here, understands this perfectly well. And I'll show you in a second. A buffalo. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my video, a different video of buffalo. They kills many, many people every year. People think, oh, it's just a buffalo, it's a behema. Without warning, they say a lion, before it attacks a human being, it'll growl, it'll make a noise, it makes a move, you know to get away. The buffalo looks at you, he's eating, munching on the grass, all of a sudden he takes off and you can't get away from him, he's quicker than you, and Shalom Yisrael, it's all over.
Video last week.
No way. Yeah. No way. You mean this one right over here?
That's it.
I happen to be going to Yellowstone next week, Be'ezer Hashem, because it's next to Utah, and my daughter wanted to go to Yellowstone, so Be'ezer Hashem. So here's the video, just to show that it's not a behemoth, it's not a docile behemoth.
Video begins with a 65-year-old man and his grandson standing
like
near
this.
the
You saw
animal
that?
taking photos. Then, without warning, the bison takes off after them. Family scrambled, but the animal caught up to the grandfather and threw him several feet into the air. The 65-year-old suffered serious injuries. Bison can weigh more than 1,500 pounds.
But it's kosher.
You sure you want to go to Yellowstone?
Yeah. Adarabba. Now I made it more interesting. Before it was boring. Now it's schmack. Oh. Huh?
You can't swing them like a bison line.
What do you say?
No, it's not good. It's not good.
Bison Lomin.
It's not good. It's very good.
Oh no. He's not. You're not Litvish. You know what Rav Shach used to say it? Rav Shach, that's how he said. Bison. Rav Yanki Kaneski. They would say sin. All Litvaks say sin. Bison Lomin. You have to understand. Bison Lomin.
Very good.
He says good, you say no good. It's a machlokes. Machlokes are poison. How do you say about the Gabriel's Bech when they come show? Oh, why? The Rabbanan Sabi midim tageminan turbala. Listen to this. This word soy in the Torah. Look it up. The Unkelos says turbala. What's turbala? If you think about it, Torah. What's a Torah? Torah is a bull. Turbala. Sharabar. Mina the behemo. Oh, it's in behemo. But you know what? It's in the pasuk of Chayas, right? It's right in there. Ayel, Tzi, Yachmor, Va'ako, Yudisha, Usoi. I'm sorry. Usoi. Says the Gemara. Where am I? Here, it's in the pasuk with the Chayas. Mina the Chayu. So obviously, yes, it looks like a behema, but look what it acts like. Have you ever seen a sheep throw a person up in the air 25 feet? Yeah, sometimes they do go a little crazy. This mountain goat is 100% a behema, it's a goat. As we had before, just repeating. Maybe it's a soy, maybe it's a soy, or maybe the zemeninu. The Radak says a zemer is a giraffe. Many others say a zemer is a giraffe. The Kitzur, I think the consensus is by a lot of the Svarim is that a zemer is a giraffe, a soy is a buffalo, but no 100% concrete things. Amalei Rav Nachman Rav Ashi, Ameimar Sharit Harbayu, he held their chaya, and a mountain goat you're allowed to eat even its fat. Ketzad Hashoichet. Omer Rav Shaya. This is very simple, because if you remember, when we did the 12 cases and everybody's into it, we're going to do 2-3 cases now. Our Mishnah cannot go like Rav Shimon Bar Yochai. Let's do the case. I'll remind the Olam. What do we have? We have a mother and her son that are korbanos, and you shechted it outside of the Beis Hamikdash. Outside of the Beis Hamikdash, you have a korban. Outside of the Beis Hamikdash, so the first one that you shecht is kares and malchus. The second one, tzaddik. I'm sorry. I apologize. Just took away my focus. Also over there is not good. No shaking. Sorry. I'm sorry. The guest. What?
Only Nachman is allowed to shake the whole shirt.
I'm not. Focus. Oh.
It's all good, man. Easy.
Editor, take out. Next.
Stick to coffee, Chelsea.
No. 9 days. Let's go.
Stop shaking it up.
Zok the Gemara. So what do we have here? We have everybody's together. This case. We have 2 cases. We have the mother and the offspring are outside of the Beis Hamikdash. The first one he messed up on. The second one, we want to say it's Oisav is Benoi. The second one, the son, you're over on Malchus. That's what we said. The problem is, one Yisoid. Reb Shimon Bar Yochai holds that anytime you shecht an animal illegally, in other words, where you cannot eat the meat, it's 0 shchita. You're going to hear a chiddush now that you can't believe it. It's not a shchita. So in Mela, if it's not a shchita, then what happened to the second one? The second one all of a sudden becomes available to the Beis Hamikdash. I could have shechted the son inside the Beis Hamikdash. Why? Because it's not Oisiv is Benoi. Why can I shech the mother? Because I already shech. Why can I shech the son? Because I already shechted the mother. But I didn't shech the mother. I shot the mother. Oisiv is Benoi is only when I do shechita to the mother. I can't do shechita to the son. What if I shoot the mother? I'm allowed to shech the son in the same day. If I shech the mother and it's 0, why is it 0? Because I can't eat the meat. It's puzzle. It's outside the Beis Hamikdash. Then I could shech the mother. Then I do have the ability to shech the son in the Beis Hamikdash. And if I shech the son and now I shechted it outside, I should be chayiv kares on the son. And it doesn't say that. The Mishnah doesn't say chayiv kares. Only malchus. So it can't be Reb Shimon. Let's see inside our Rishayah. Kul hasin like Reb Shimon mid katani kol shem b'chutz harishon chayiv kares u'shnei psulim u'shnei psulim inside bar michti shamin le Reb Shimon da'amar. Last line on pay. Shchita she'eina ruya lo yishmo shchita. If you have a shchita that doesn't allow me to eat the meat, kamo miktal katli. So the first one you didn't shecht. What did you do? You murdered it. You killed it. And if you killed it, then the second one you're allowed to bring the son into the Beis Hamikdash that day. It's not mechus man. She'eina miskal b'fneimu. And since you didn't bring it inside and you shechted it outside of the Beis Hamikdash, what happens? Kares nami l'chayiv you get kares and malchus on the second one. So it can't be according to Reb Shimon. Let's keep on going. I know that we have to say sponsors, but let's do the next case. Chullin b'fnim. You have 2 animals, the mother and the son, and he brought them inside the Beis Hamikdash. The first one you were not allowed to bring to the Beis Hamikdash. Why? It's Chullin. And you shechted it inside. What do you get for the first one? It's only an Isra say, so nothing happens. Kamik the Kadli. Sheni, Miskal b'fnimu. Sorry, no. Chullin b'fnim shneim sulim b'sheni sabik zarboim. It's only possible you don't get anything. You don't get malchus for the first one. The second one you get, Frois Benoi. Asking our Mitli Shamin Reb Shimon Dor Mishchita Sheina Ruya Alosh Mishchita. But according to Reb Shimon, the first one you murdered, you didn't shecht. Kamik the Katle Sheina Ma'asav Isar Boim. So the second one is not Oisiv Benoi. Okay? Kachim Ifnim. If you shecht 2 kachim inside, what happens? We have to put in this, the editor should put in kachim b'fnim. Take it from the shir before. Kachim b'fnim. You put 2 korbanos inside the Beis Hamikdash. The first one is 100% good, perfect. The problem is on the second one. Now this chiddush is going to blow everybody's mind. Kachim b'fnim, arishin kashu, potav hasheni sabik zarbaim. Upasul. The first one is great. The second one you get malchus. Why? Because the voice of his benoi. The Gemara is timing that even the first one is not a good shchita. Why? Why you can't eat it now? Why can't you eat it? Because you can't eat it right away until you do zrikas adam. It's not like shechting an animal in a shlachtos, where the moment I shecht it, I can eat it. Over here, I have to perform another avodah. I have to do zrikas adam. It's unbelievable. So it's not royal. It's not royal achila. If it's not royal achila, it's not a shchita.
Yeah, but even in the regular shchita, it's not royal achila. You have to do. When did you do the second shchita? After the.
It doesn't matter. At that moment, it's not a good shchita. Even if I did zrika afterwards, at the moment of the shchita, it wasn't a good shchita. That's what the Gemara says there. Chiddush atzum. The Gemara is going to go into it now. It's never a good shchita. By kachim, it's never a good shchita. Not a good shchita for this, for other things. Not a good shchita for Oisiv Benoi. Let's see. Let's just finish this. The guy told you you're gonna be surprised there. The kama de leizarg dam, as long as you don't do zrikas dam, lo mishteri basar. So what if you did zrikas dam 5 minutes later? But at the time of the shchita, you didn't do zrikas dam. So it wasn't a shchita that allowed you to eat at that point. According to Reb Shimon, the first one was not a shchita, it was a killing. So why do you get Oisiv Benoi? The Mishnah can't be like Reb Shimon. Says the Gemara, pshita dochisa. What do you have to tell me this chiddush? Of course the Mishnah is not Reb Shimon. No, this unbelievable chiddush. Shchitas kachim tzrichalei. That everybody was wondering what's going on here. But it is a good shchita, and I'll prove it to you. What if you killed an animal and you did zrikas adam? For sure you can't eat the meat. So in the Beis Hamikdash you do shecht and you do eat the meat later. Why? Because it is a good shchita. Mr. Basar, shchita ruihi, kamash malon. No, you need a tzira for those 2 things. But at the end of the day, according to Reb Shimon, that's not considered a good shchita. So it comes out, a Peladic thing, that according to Reb Shimon, by Kachim, there's never Oisav as Benoi. It's impossible. It is a wow. Rabbi Sai, I'll see you in 3 weeks. Do not fall off. Do not fall off. What? Sponsors. Sponsored by Dar Global. And by Encore Healthcare as a schus for Klai Yisrael. Rabbi Sai, have a wonderful day.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today. MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDAF.com.